Today is a reminder that behind every humanitarian response are people putting their own lives on the line to save others. For millions facing crisis, these workers are often the link to food, shelter, healthcare, and protection, making their safety and support a central part of every humanitarian response. And joining us virtually is Professor Elijah Ikpanor, a lecturer, humanitarian and refugee studies, Benue State University. Thank you so much for joining us. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Right. Nigeria continues to face conflict, displacement, and humanitarian crisis across several regions. How effective is the country's current humanitarian response, and where are the biggest gaps?
Thank you very much. I'll begin by saying that we're looking at the humanitarian situation in Nigeria and the huge demand for humanitarian intervention. I can say that Nigeria has tried, especially looking at some of the local humanitarian organizations and the interventions, especially in the area of funding. Because at least I can say that NEMA is fine and various states also have state emergency management agencies. And through those offices, I can say that interventions try to get to the leaders community. However, as you all know, there will always be problem of funding. The problem of funding is there. And apart from that, we can also look at the issue of care for humanitarian workers. There are situations where humanitarian workers are denied access, to humanitarian communities, and humanitarian assistance. And we also understand that sometimes you could see where humanitarian workers are arrested, detained by communities where they are willing and voluntarily go in to give assistance. These are challenges. In terms of that, we can also look at situations where some humanitarian workers are attacked, or medical personnel are attacked. So these problems, these situations are situations that really need intervention from government so that they can protect people who have given their lives, to save people that are vulnerable, people that are displaced in various parts of the country.
Right, the First Lady is calling for communities to be empowered to lead sustainable responses. What does an intervention on humanitarian work look like for you?
Yeah, most times what we do in this country is we pay more attention to international organizations, especially when you see some foreigners getting into some communities to facilitate aid. You see heavy security in those communities, protect people who are coming in to give support. When you have our local organizations, NGOs, who perhaps I would say are the real actors that are on ground, are in the field, giving humanitarian aid. You see that sometimes you don't see that kind of security. So that also goes to communities where these aids are given. Sometimes we see in the cameras where seemingly it appears that what is given, but at the end of the day, those communities don't really get that aid. And again, to help what is the case, I can say that what we need to do is to try and see how we can give support to communities that need aid, instead of coming in all the time to give them handout. So we should shift from aid to empowerment. That will lead to sustainability, where you can empower communities to take care of themselves even after the aid has been given. If we continue to keep people in IDP camps, where you come in every now and then to give them aid, give them support, give them medical assistance. At the end of the day, you keep on coming and you continue to come. If you empower communities, right in those communities, you give people empowerment, you give economic, you give medical, you give education, in every aspect.
All right.
Give communities empowerment so that they can take care of themselves instead of coming in all the time to give people.
All right. Professor Elijah Ikpanor, many thanks for your time. Professor is a lecturer, a humanitarian and refugee studies, Benue State University. Many thanks for your insight. Truly appreciate it.